Hey, I'm your host, Jen Wheeler, and this is the Healthy Her podcast. I'm a teacher, author, and foodie who went from being addicted to sugar, skipping meals, and struggling to get in control of my eating, to someone who is 10 kilos down, eats all the yummy foods without restriction, and is finally in control of my hunger. I'm obsessed with helping other health-conscious women ditch the confusion and overwhelm so they can cultivate healthy eating habits and truly thrive. The Healthy Her podcast was created to give you real talk about healthy eating, as well as easy, actionable tips that fit seamlessly into your busy lifestyle. I'm not just your host. Think of me as your healthy eating hype gal, your personal cheerleader as we chat all things healthy eating, weight loss, and mindset mastery, so you can become the healthiest, happiest version of you. So if you're ready to ditch the guilt, reclaim your confidence, and unlock the very best version of you, then you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Healthy Her podcast. I hope that wherever you are listening to this, that it is your little moment in your day that's just to yourself. So whether it's walking on the treadmill, I like to listen to my podcasts. The gym, when I'm just doing some cardio, I find that super relaxing, and I find I can just take in all of the information from the podcast. Or whether you're sitting on the couch and just relaxing of an evening, or whether you're on a morning walk or an afternoon run, I hope that you always take this time listening to the podcast as your little moment of wellness that is just for you. If you are needing some new meal ideas, a free 3-day meal plan, a healthy eating reset, you can head to my Instagram. It is at @theactivebod. And if you head to my bio, there are so many links there for so many different freebies that you can download. And you can also access and register for my free masterclass. In that masterclass, I'm giving you all of the tea. I am unlocking all of my healthy eating and weight loss secrets, so that you can finally get that clarity and understand why what you have been doing hasn't worked. And once you understand that, I will talk to you about what's been blocking you, and then also give you a clear path of exactly what you need to do in order to achieve that long-lasting healthy eating and weight loss success. So you can jump over to Instagram and follow along there. I'm also on Facebook and TikTok, and also on Pinterest if those are your preferred platforms. Okay, in today's episode, it's a heartfelt one because I'm a woman. I'm a busy woman juggling all the things, and I really want to offer you some support and help if you are struggling to balance your healthy eating, your workouts, your sleep. I'm going to give you my secret hack to how to make it happen each week, because let's be honest, if we don't plan for these things, they just don't happen. And I really want to talk about the pressure on today's busy modern woman, because I just don't feel like it's talked about enough. It is really important if you are struggling to juggle work and family and workouts and healthy eating and cooking dinner and all of the things, please know that you are not alone. The role of the woman has changed so much now compared to what it was 50 years ago. You know, women years ago, the husband or the partner went to work and the woman stayed home and she raised the children. Today's woman is juggling all of the things, and majority of women are now working as well as juggling the household and the kids and all of the things on top of it. So I just want you to know that if you feel like your head is going to explode with the stuff that you have to remember and the stuff that you need to do, please know that you are not alone. We all feel the same, and I don't know why it's not talked about enough. Like, the mental load on today's woman is ridiculous. Like, it truly is ridiculous. You know, it's that whole thing of like, we're expected to work like we don't have kids, and we're expected to have kids like we don't work. And somehow, like, I see you. I see the effort that you're putting in. I see how you show up. I see how just somehow you manage every day to pull it all together and to make it happen, and to organize dinner and to get to work and to feed your kids and, you know, to fit in a walk. And like, I see you. So just know that you are not alone, and just take a moment to appreciate yourself and any efforts that you are doing for yourself, because it is not easy. The pressure and your to-do list is insane. So please know that you are not alone. So what happens is women experience decision fatigue. We have so much on our plates. Like, it's ridiculous. And unfortunately, we make hundreds and hundreds of tiny little decisions all throughout the day, which is why when it comes to taking care of ourselves, whether that's eating healthy or making a healthy meal or going to bed early, like getting up for a workout, all of those kind of things, it can feel very overwhelming, very confusing. And what happens is that we end up doing nothing at all. So we think, okay, well, I've got to eat my protein. I've got to drink my water. I've got to fit in a workout. I've got to do some stretching. I need to do this. I need to do meditation. I need to journal. And it feels like your head's going to explode with all of these daily wellness habits that you're supposed to be doing in order to be healthy and to feel good about yourself. And it's too much. So what you do is you start nothing at all. So in today's episode, I'm really going to help you simplify that. Like, that's what I do. I help you simplify these things so that you can make them easier for yourself and so that they just don't feel so overwhelming and so confusing that you just end up doing nothing at all. So today's episode is all about simplifying things and also really helping you to take that action that you need, because that's the thing. We all know we need to move more. We all know we need to eat better. We all know that we need to drink more water. We know these things. I have not yet met a woman that doesn't have good intentions for herself. We do. Every woman that I work with, every woman that comes into the Healthy Eating Hype Gal membership, they all have really good intentions for themselves. They want to be a good version of themselves. They want to feel good. They want to look good. They want to eat healthy. They want to sleep well. They want to have lots of energy. They all have really good intentions. But the blocker is between that, having those good intentions and actually taking the action and the steps that you need to make things happen. So we often get stuck, like I said, and we just do nothing at all. So we're so overwhelmed. There's this massive list. We're looking on social media and there's all this different stuff. Every time I'm on social media, there's something else that someone else has added into a morning routine. It used to just be like workout and breakfast, and now it's workout, ice bath, journal, meditation. Like, I don't know about you, but nobody has time for that. And I just find that every time I'm on social media, there is another thing that is added to the so-called perfect morning routine and what it should actually look like. So part of it as well too is sort of blocking out some of that outside noise and starting to work out what works for you and a system that works for you. So how do you start taking action? So you have good intentions, you know you should be doing all these things, you want to do all these things, but there's just too many damn things, and so you're not doing anything at all. So how do we get you to start taking action? It is this. To start taking action, I don't want you to think about all of the things that you need to do. I don't want you to think of that massive long list of stuff that I talked about that should be in the perfect morning routine, because there is no perfect morning routine. A perfect morning routine is one where you wake up, you feel energized, you get some time to yourself, and you leave the house feeling good. That is what a perfect routine in the morning should look like. It does not have to look like some perfectly curated thing that's got 27 different things that you've got to try and do before you leave the house in the morning, because that is not reality for today's busy modern woman. So here is my hack. Instead of thinking of all of the things that you have to do, I want you to switch your mindset and I want you to do this. I want you to start thinking about non-negotiables. So like I said, there is a massive list of things that you could do in your daily habits in order to eat healthy, to lose weight, to improve your wellness. I don't want you to think about all of them. I want you to think about non-negotiables. So what do I mean by that? Non-negotiables are like your bare minimum, okay? For your day and for your week, your non-negotiables are your bare minimum. We are not focusing on doing all of the wellness habits every single day. We are focusing on our non-negotiables and making those our minimum that we do every single day. Now, this is really important. It's because it will give you the opportunity to experience success and experience wins. Okay, so instead of thinking, I have to do all of the things every single day, no, you don't. You just have to focus on what your non-negotiables are for that day. You might have non-negotiables for your day, and you can also have non-negotiables for your week. So what I mean by that is a non-negotiable for a day might be exercise. That could be one of your non-negotiables for that day, some sort of exercise. Whereas your non-negotiables for your week, that's sort of like bigger picture thinking. So that would be something more like plan out 5 days of dinners for your family. Scribble it down on a piece of paper if you have to. That may be your non-negotiable for that week. These things are doable, these things are achievable, and they will reduce your overwhelm and your confusion about thinking that you have to do all of the things You have to balance all of these things in order to be healthy when you just need to focus on some non-negotiables. So I thought I'd share with you what mine are first, and then that might help you, give you some ideas about what yours can be. So for me, and again, too, I want to be totally transparent with you. I've tried a few different things. I failed at a few things, tried adding in too many things. Like I said, I tried doing all of the things in the morning routine and that just became ridiculous until I kind of found what my non-negotiables are for me, what I could manage, what was achievable, what was doable. So if you are working out what yours are, have a play around. And this is something that as women, we get so stuck in this health and wellness space that everything has to be perfect from day one and it has to look a certain way. No, it doesn't. It has to look whatever way works for you, period. That's it. And if that requires you that you have a play around with your non-negotiables and you do it for a week and it doesn't work for you, change it. Take one off, add one in, say, I really enjoyed that. I'm going to keep that. Really think that I don't really feel like that's important for me, so take it out. Be okay with chopping and changing and being flexible and trying different things, because that's exactly what I did until I found like a system and, like a set of non-negotiables for my day and for my week that actually work for me. So mine are morning movement. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm sure it has to be all of the endorphins and chemicals and things like that. When I start my day with movement, and I'm not talking about the gym or whatever, you do whatever movement you enjoy doing. But if I start my day with movement, it just sets the tone for my entire day. I feel different. I show up different. I have more energy. So for me, morning movement, whether it's a swim, it's a gym weight session, it might be walking the dog, some sort of morning movement before my day starts is a non-negotiable for me. Like, it's a must do because I get so much out of it. So for me, it's morning exercise. My other non-negotiable for my day is a high protein breakfast. Why is that a non-negotiable? Because if I don't start my day with a high protein breakfast, I am hungry for the rest of the day. When I start my day with a high protein breakfast, so whether it's overnight oats or I'll make up one of the Real Nourish meal prep mixes, when I have that to start my day, it sets me up for success because I feel full, I feel satisfied. Protein gets broken down in my body slowly, which means, an hour later, I'm not fishing around for food and in the cupboard and looking for lollies and snacks and things like that. So morning movement, a high protein breakfast, and my other big daily non-negotiable is water, like making sure that my water bottle is filled up and around me at all times as a reminder. Like, I'm sitting here now recording my podcast and right next to me is my planner and my diary, and my water bottle is right next to me. It is a constant reminder that I always need to be drinking water. And my other daily non-negotiable is sleep. Like, I'm someone that really has learned to prioritize my sleep because I know the impact of sleep and when I don't get enough sleep and how it affects me, my mood, how I show up, how I handle things, my stress, all of those kind of things. So those for me are my non-negotiables. Now, those things are only small, but they have a massive impact. And that's what you need to decide. Are you ready to step into a vibrant community of health-conscious women where your journey to helping feel easy begins? Welcome to the Healthy Eating Hype Gal community, your ultimate destination for mastering your relationship with food and embracing a healthy lifestyle. As a busy working mum who's lost 10 kilos, I've been through it all and I understand the struggle. That's why I'm here to teach you the exact steps and tools I use to lose weight, conquer my mindset and thrive, all while juggling the demands of everyday life. Say goodbye to no more confusing fad diets or overwhelming nutrition advice. In this community, I'll guide you through the maze of weight loss and healthy eating and explain it to you in a way that finally makes sense. From easy, family-friendly meal plans to my exclusive calorie deficit quick guide, monthly masterclasses, plus so much more, so you can finally make healthy eating an achievable lifestyle without restriction. It's time to ditch the confusion and overwhelm for good. Join today and kickstart your journey to a healthier, happier you. There's no perfect time to start. Let's make your wellness dreams a reality. Number one, when you're trying to work out your non-negotiables, what is going to give you the most bang for your buck? So for me, they're the non-negotiables for me that I have found in my day will give me the most bang for my buck. Like, I get the most stuff and the most feedback and the best feeling from those things and the best outcomes from doing those things. Yours might be different. So if you are someone that loves an ice bath in the morning or you really find that grabbing a notebook and journaling out your thoughts gives you such clarity. Make that your non-negotiable. Your non-negotiables don't have to look like mine. Yours might be different. I'm just sharing mine with you from my experience as to what I have found gives me the most bang for your buck. So have a think about it and work out what will give you the most bang, the most oomph from doing those things, and focus on those things. Because like I said, we don't want to do all the things. We just want to do some of the things. And that's what this is all about. So ditching that massive list of wellness habits that you're trying to cram into your day and just focusing on some non-negotiables. Number 2, think about things that are easy to implement with your current circumstances. Okay, so if your non-negotiable is to get to a Pilates class at 5 a.m. in the morning, it's a half an hour drive there, it's a half an hour drive back, and you've got young kids at home, the chances of that happening and for you to being able to implement that thing are pretty slim. So don't add those kind of things onto your non-negotiables list if you can't do it. So add things to your list that are easy to implement. If you've got a husband that works away who does FIFO and things like that, and you know that there are certain things that you just can't manage on that time when don't do them. Okay. Like I said, there is no hard and fast rules when it comes to healthy eating and weight loss and wellness. It is about finding a system that works for you. So whatever you're going to start doing as your non-negotiables, make sure that they are easy to implement, make sure that they work for you and your circumstances. And remember, your non-negotiables can look different to your friends or to your colleague at work or to mine because they're your non-negotiables. So make sure that they are easy to implement, because there's honestly no point in you choosing non-negotiables if you can't actually easily implement them. Okay, number 3 for setting up our non-negotiables for our day and for our week. Number 3 is that you need to take action. Like, you have to take action. You have to do the things that you say you're going to do. Okay, that's why we call them non-negotiables, because they're non-negotiable. They are not up for discussion. These are things that no matter what, that you will do in your day to take care of yourself, to show up for yourself, and to look after yourself. So it's really, really important. It's no good saying, well, these are my non-negotiables, but I kind of don't do them, and I only do them sometimes, or it's tired, I don't really bother. They're not non-negotiables then. Okay, there must be things that you take action on and that they become day, like I said, or week non-negotiables. Tip number 4, add in on days that you feel that you can. So these are our non-negotiables. We're not trying to do this massive long list of 50,000 things every single day in order to take care of ourselves. We're just focusing on some non-negotiables. So some days, those non-negotiables are going to feel hard. You're going to be like, wow, it was just really even hard just getting in a healthy breakfast because my baby was screaming at me all morning, or a kid was throwing a tantrum before childcare or before school, or we were running late, or that just felt really hard to get my healthy breakfast in this morning. It's okay. It's okay. Some of your days, your non-negotiables feel hard. But on other days, you will find that those things feel easy, and you'll be like, okay, I feel like I could add something else in. So add in on those days that you feel like you can. Okay, so it might be that you go for a 10-minute walk, or it might be that, you've done your non-negotiables and you've got a little bit of time, and so you might do a little bit of meal planning or some meal prep for the week. Add in on the days that you feel that you can, but just stick with your non-negotiables. Okay, that is really, really important. I want to explain to you too, so that you understand, because you know that that's my whole thing, is I want you to understand these things, because knowledge is power. The more that you can understand about healthy eating, about weight loss, about wellness, the easier it is to do the things, because you understand why these things are happening to you. Okay, so I want to explain to you why creating non-negotiables is going to work for you. One, it's because you experience wins. Okay, so instead of being so overwhelmed and so confused by this massive long list of health and wellness and weight loss habits that you need to do, that you do nothing, having non-negotiables allows you to experience wins. Because, like for me, I went for a morning workout and I had a healthy breakfast. I feel like I've succeeded. I didn't journal, I didn't ice bath, I didn't meditate, I didn't do some deep breathing. I didn't do any of those things. I did 2 things, and I feel like I've won. I feel like I've experienced success. So doing this will help you experience wins and help you experience successes. And the reason that is a positive thing and a good thing is because it keeps you going. Okay. It encourages you to keep going. The reason that we fail so often is because we get these constant messages with dieting about, that we're failures and that we can't stick to things and we can't do these things and all those kind of things. Whereas having non-negotiables lets you experience wins and have successes. So it will keep you showing up and you'll want to keep showing up as well. And you just feel like you're achieving something, instead of thinking of that long list, you're like, okay, cool. I did these things today, and I'm okay with them because they're my non-negotiables. And they were the things that I said I was going to do. And I did the things that I said that I was going to do. That is the biggest key to success, is just if you say you're going to do something, do the thing that you say you're going to do. Don't find a reason. Don't make an excuse. Make it happen, because action creates momentum, which creates results, which creates that consistency that we want. The other reason that it works is because you actually feel like you're taking care of yourself. Even if you're just doing those couple of non-negotiables every day, and like I said, I didn't do all the other things on my list, I feel good. I feel like I took care of myself. Obviously, in the perfect world, if we're just like dreaming big here and all, like as women, like the perfect day for us would be like the kids sleep in and we wake up and we meditate and we have an ice bath and there's a masseuse. Wouldn't that be nice? There's a masseuse waiting for us to give us a massage and our morning coffee is made. And like, let's be honest, that would be the fantasy, right? That would be the dream morning. But when you do a few non-negotiables in your day and in your week, you actually feel like you are taking care of yourself. Even if they're small things, it can make a big change to how you actually feel. It also, and this is the big one, it stops you from doing nothing at all. Okay? Health, fitness, workouts, water, protein, like it is overwhelming because there is so much information out there. A lot of it is rubbish, but there is so much information out there and it is so confusing, which is why we just get blocked and we just end up doing nothing at all. So having your non-negotiables will stop you from doing nothing at all and actually get you starting to take that action that you so desperately want to take. After listening to all of this, I really hope that you will take a moment today, like even if you're just listening to this, grab out your notes folder and just like, I'm sure straight away, as soon as I said, what are your non-negotiables? What are they? Like, what's important to you? Is it that movement? Like, do you feel really good after your movement, your walk, your workout, your Pilates class? If that's it, grab your notes folder in your phone and put it in my non-negotiables and just start jotting down a couple of things. We just want a couple of things, like 2, maybe 3. I don't want a list of 10 things because then what's going to happen? It's too much, it's too overwhelming, and it's not going to happen. Just pick a couple of things, a couple of non-negotiables, and start with those. And like I said, over time, you may find that you feel more confident and those non-negotiables feel easy. So you feel ready to add in something else. That's totally fine, but we definitely don't want to overwhelm you from the beginning. Also too, like pop it on your fridge. These are my non-negotiables for today. These are my daily non-negotiables and these are my non-negotiables for the week. So your week might be a healthy grocery shop. It might be planning out your 5 days of dinners and it might be a little meal prep. That may be your weekly non-negotiable. So pop that on the fridge. In the membership, the girls have access to their healthy habits checklist so they can help track those things, the water and all of those things. And a lot of the girls will pop them on their fridge. Putting things in front of you acts as a reminder. Okay, so whether that's on your bathroom mirror or whether that's if you've got a special room at home or whether it's your fridge or your pantry, like somewhere that you look all of the time, write down your non-negotiables and put those things there because then they will act as a constant reminder and you're like, oh, hang on, I didn't do that today. I'm doing the things I say I'm going to do, and you will then follow through. So there is nothing wrong with old school pen and paper and putting reminders around your house to just prompt you to do those things. So don't forget that one as a tool also. I hope you got loads of value from today's episode. If you are starting with your non-negotiables, tag me, send me a message on Instagram. Let me know what your non-negotiables are. And as always, thank you so much for listening. And I'll see you in our next episode of the Healthy Her podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to another empowering episode of the Healthy Her podcast. If you enjoyed today's chat and found it helpful, hitting that follow or subscribe button would be amazing because your support means the world to me. Come connect with me on Instagram @theactivebod for your daily dose of inspiration and for loads of new easy meal ideas. Take care and keep thriving. See you next week.